Well, thank you so much, guys. Josh Van, I don't even know how to start this interview. Let me first say congratulations. To us, that seems like fight of the year. Joe Rogan called it championship caliber. What was it like for you? I mean, we know the quick turn didn't phase you, but once you're in there with the guy who has #1 next to his name, what was your experience for those 15 minutes?
Man, it was great. It was great. I get to share an octagon with one of the great in our flyweight division. He's #1 for a reason, man. There's a lot of things I gotta learn, man. Cause his punches are like, okay, I can take his punch, and then boom, he mix in some powers and things like that, little sneaky, punches and things like that. So he's the #1 for a reason.
Absolutely, but you just beat him. So that means you are the #1 contender to the title. The pace was relentless. Is that what you expected out of this one?
Yes. He's known to be having cardios for the flyweights and things like that. But I'm also the pressure fighter, who don't get tired. So I think it was new for him to because a lot of guys when they fight him they kind of like faded in the later rounds, and I wasn't going to do that. So I think that kind of caught him by surprise.
I mean, you did exactly what you said in our fighter meetings earlier this week. You said, I'm not going to fight him nervous, and that's what people do when they get tired.
Yes.
What was your mindset going into this one? Was it, I want to keep this on the feet because I know I have an advantage there? Was it, I'll take whatever I can get?
No, it was my faith, man. I know God put me here for a reason, and I know I was going to win tonight. So I thought I was going to get the finish, but and Royval is a tough motherfucker, you know what I mean? So shout out to that guy, man. I really, really appreciate him for giving me a chance to fight with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true, and that's great kudos because you did step in on late notice for this one. It says a lot about both of you. We talk about the pace and the significant strikes that were record-setting. Not a single takedown shot. Were you surprised that he didn't also try to shoot it all?
I think he knew that if he shoot, he's just gonna get tired. And I tried, but he is too tall. Like, when I give him a hug, I tried to, but he's too tall. His feet touch the ground. I'm like, all right, I'll just let it go.
Well, you can abandon that plan because your striking worked out so beautifully. Obviously, the co-main event for, this will air later, but the co-main event is about to walk. I know that you have all eyes on that. Do you feel like this is just the manifestation of everything you've worked for to not only be called 3 weeks ago to step into this card, to get the win, and to have the flyweight title on the line here?
Like I said, man, God is just perfect planner, you know what I mean? I feel like he gave me this opportunity for a reason, and the winner of this title fight gonna have to come see me. So I'll be ready, man. The doctor just suspended me for 45 days, so you know what I mean? I got to get my big toe fixed, and then I'll be back.
I'm kind of glad you have that suspension. Let's chill out for a while, Josh. I know you would probably accept a fight in New Orleans if you could. Before I let you go, what does this all mean to you? You just gifted your mom a home. Your life is about to change. You stepped up with zero nerves to find success on a massive night, International Fight Week. What does this mean to you to have all of this in front of you?
It means everything. It means everything. Representing Myanmar, and a couple years ago, 4 years ago, my mom was taking care of me. I used her credit card to, to support myself and things like that. But now that I'm able to give her back, it just means so much for me, to me. God bless, man.
Amen to that. Congratulations. And you know what I say? Fly guys are the best. Flyweights never die. We'll throw it back to you to discuss this epic matchup.